The Democratic National Convention. It's basically Comic-Con for old people. In 2016, the average superdelegate was 60 years old, which makes sense when the candidates duking it out are pushing 100. But 18-year-old DNC delegate Joseph Mullen thinks it's time for a change. That's why he founded the Young Delegates Coalition. Of what? The 20-somethings left in the Democratic Party?
So there are actually 220 young delegates as part of our Slack group that we have.
What?
Yeah, there are hundreds of Zoomers who want to go to the DNC. This DNC. What are they thinking?
You all already got into college. Why are you padding your resume like this?
It's not about padding my resume for me. It's about making sure that we have a future because climate change is very much a threat.
I mean, if there are people like Donald Trump who feel like they have enough knowledge, enough experience to run for a position like president, then why shouldn't I run for a position in my community like this?
We need to take back our party and our country.
It's so inspiring talking to you guys. I didn't start caring about politics until I cashed my first Daily Show check.
Maybe it's the fact that I haven't been to a club in 6 months, but this club seems like something that I might want to join.
So what are the qualifications for being a young delegate? Do you have to like 100 gex?
A young delegate is a delegate who's under the age of 35 and the minimum age is 18.
You let in 30-somethings? I just feel like no one who has ever said the phrase like, I burned you a mix CD qualifies as young. Like,
I was super shocked coming into the chat and saw 35-year-olds. I was like, what is going on? It was terrifying.
This was Lylena in the chat seeing.
That was me. That's the exact face I made.
Hold up, if these kids think 35-year-olds are decrepit old mummies, then what are they doing at Grandpa Joe's celebration of life?
And back in those days, to show how things have changed, one of the things you had to use, if you used pomade in your hair, you had to wear a bathing cap.
Okay, what is he saying?
Will help me understand. Just what is so great about Biden? Because he was alive during slavery and did nothing to stop it.
When you have someone who doesn't understand the diversity of opinion between different Black people versus someone who thinks that all Black immigrants come from shithole countries, I would rather try and educate this person because the things that he said pale in comparison to the things that I've heard Donald Trump say.
Are you worried that Biden won't be able to hear your concerns?
I'm a little bit concerned, but we have to lift our voices up in order to have them heard.
No, I meant like literally hear them because he's 90 years old.
Besides voting for their candidate, delegates are expected to rubber stamp the DNC platform, but not this year.
I'm voting no on the platform because Medicare for All is not included.
Wow.
When I was talking to some of my other Kansas delegates, they're like, as a Biden delegate, I should know my place and should vote for the platform. But we're not sworn to any campaign. We are sworn to represent the voices and the needs of our constituents.
Okay, yes. Snaps.
But why is the platform so broken to begin with? These political young Sheldons have a few ideas.
Because there's no youth representation in making the platform of the party, we had a resolution come up that said corporate lobbyists should not serve as members of the DNC. But it was odd when it was voted down.
And the majority of people making speeches against rules to limit lobbyists were lobbyists.
You got me fired up. I'm about to send a to whom it may concern email. These people got me fucked up.
There are measures that are taken so that they don't release the names of the people who are on the DNC platform committee. We did some research and we've gained access to a list of all the folks on the DNC platform committee, where they're from, what their previous offices were.
Where they live. Okay. Yep, I got you. I got you. Drop it right now. Let me know because like I said, they got me fucked up. I'm gonna put on my carpal tunnel brace. Let's go. That's my platform.
And just like Joe Biden, watch out for these future presidents coming up from behind.
I have a lot of friends that don't want to vote or they want to vote third party. And I always tell them that you have to stay, you have to take up space. And that's really how you're going to change the party.
Wow. You have so much faith in the world.
I have faith that I, as well as the other people who are young and making changes, can actually do something.
I need at least 100 milligrams of an SSRI to be that positive. That's amazing.
I had to see the DNC through their eyes, so on night one, I joined the Young Delegates discussion group as a distinguished guest.
Woo! DNC night one, baby! Is Hunter Biden in the chat? Everybody, pour one up for Bernie.
And if these young people were so inspired, then I was ready to get fired up by the Democratic Party.
In the final analysis, we are one people, one family, one house, the American house, the American family.
Y'all call this a party? Man, wake me up in 2024.
Tomorrow evening.